Okay, testing. All right, looks good. It's always something with these microphones. Anyway, welcome to another episode of Podcastration. Class ass lick. This is actually a very cool video, I think. I think this is a good podcast from 2023. This is one where Paul and I scored some very cheap beer. A lot of it for a very good price, as you will hear later on in the episode. And this video is of me and Brett and Zach Boda and some others biking around New Wilmington, Pennsylvania, which, to be honest with you, I've never even heard of until yesterday. And we biked around some great Amish country on an awesome day of weather, placed right between these two big storms. It's getting ready to storm right now on Sunday. So yesterday, Saturday, we had beautiful weather after it rained the night before. Sometimes even a blind squirrel finds a nut. And then we went up to a bunch of breweries after. I'm probably going to have enough for 2 of these podcasts. So, yeah, if I don't get to them this one, then watch the next episode because you'll see that stuff. So I'm excited to wade through all this video. Hopefully I didn't fuck some things up and it recorded what I wanted it to. So we will see as we go. Anyway, that is the intro. I'm not getting too elaborate on shit. It's just us biking around some beautiful, well-maintained farmland, and you're going to hear me and Paul talk about our deal of a lifetime. With that said, let's go, dude.
Podcastration's gonna rock the nation in 1, 2, 3, 4.
Salesman!
Take one more
Alright,
sip
guys.
of beer.
Hey, I'm gonna do this. You hear that, guys?
It's tasty.
It is tasty.
Let's just review these beers later.
Oh, I'd say we do them right. We'll just do a.
All right.
Let's just hop in with a.
Yeah, fuck it.
Because we got I got a story to begin this one. Started off with a little bit of good news
All
from the
right,
good news
you
section
lead the way.
of the Valley News Dispatch, or whatever newspaper we'll call our podcast.
Yeah, we'll
from the Podcastration Illustrated. I guess
Podcastration
Podcast
illustration
Illustration
for the nation.
Okay, so anyhow, shout out to Myrna's. Half shout out to Natty Heights. I went in there a couple weeks ago, and last time I was in there and asked them about getting kegs, they were like, no, absolutely not. Because they say, like, by the time they get a keg, they have to chase down the empty, you know, they might not get their deposit back, and it's just not worth they said it's just not worth the money for them to deal with it because they're a small distributor, blah, blah, blah. And I went there again a couple weeks ago, got a case of Labatt, and it had been a while since I was there. And I asked them, hey, you know, are you guys still not interested in getting kegs? And the guy was like, yeah, 100% no. Okay, whatever. I get it. It's a business decision.
Just throat chopped him.
And so I grabbed him by his collar and shook him aggressively, and I reached behind and I just grabbed the big clear box they have with lottery tickets. Yeah. I just grabbed a strip of them, spit in the guy's face, ran out the door.
You didn't pick it up over your head and throw it on him like on Arnold on Total Recall.
No.
There was a guy who tried to hide in a phone booth, and Arnold just picked up the whole phone booth like in a mall and just threw it over the balcony or something.
I think that was Commando.
Maybe it was Commando.
I think that's wrong. Commando.
Yeah, it was Commando. What'd I say? Total Recall. Yeah. Commando. That's what it was.
Commando's
that movie's
a classic.
Awesome. It is so bad but great.
It's got to be like one of the best bad movies.
Yeah.
So anyhow,
Natty
Heights didn't come through for me, but I just like to say their names.
Yeah.
So I went down to Myrna's later on, and I talked to Travis Myrna. No, I don't know their name. I don't have any idea.
Sure.
No idea who Myrna is, but I asked them if they can get me a quarter keg of Coors Banquet, and they said, no, we cannot.
Man,
so they said I can get you a...
you might as well move to Ukraine or Russia.
So they said I can get you a half keg. I said, well, half kegs last too long. I kind of like... I'd rather not have any beer in the keg than be stuck with like a keg of beer that a half keg lasts way too long. So basically it was a no storm for that. But I got a quarter keg of straw instead.
Yeah.
So good,
It all works out for me. Anyway.
It all works out. So also while I'm there, I said, okay, well, being by Thursday or whatever day. So okay, cool. Just call me and let me know and I'll come pick it up. So got a call, keg's ready. Okay. So I went there. And they have one of those big, like, keg tubs that, like, you fill with ice for, like, parties and put the keg in it,
Yeah.
They had one of those full of beers where the case is broken.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just single beers.
Yeah.
And this tub is filled, to the top of single beers. And I went in, and I was already buying a keg from them, and I had 3 empty kegs. Because I don't always take kegs back. Yeah. It's not like I go through 3 kegs in a short amount of time. It's just
do it all one trip.
So I had 3 kegs deposits. That's $60 worth of deposit, and the other deposit is basically $90 worth of deposit. But the other deposit sits on the this deposit. So $60 worth of deposit. So my quarter keg of straw only cost me $20. Not bad. And I told the guy there, like, hey, I'll give you $30 cash for all your singles there. And the dude was like, he walked over and looked at him and said, okay. Yeah. And he's like, just didn't care that much.
It's
so
like the 4th or 5th time we've done that, right?
Second time. So, no problem. Like, okay, no problem. So loaded this. It was at least 100 pounds. Loaded it into the buggy.
Oh my goodness!
Along with my keg, and and I just walk out there like I'm like just an absolute G. Like there's
at that moment, look like a raging alcoholic.
At that moment, I'm the coolest guy in the world.
You're the guy who's throwing beer cans all over the side of the road and shit.
I'm the coolest guy in the world in that moment. And I'm walking out of the store, and some guy drives past me as I'm loading my keg. I took the pathy, and I was loading the keg into the pathy. And I said, let me see it. You bring that up over your head, because he's like just an old guy, like just trying to like chirp. And I pulled the keg out, and I felt like I was $100.
That'd be funny. You left. There's a trail of cars behind you, and everywhere you stop, they just get out and they're like, "Oh, I'm so thirsty."
So this guy like drives past and like he's laughing because I'm putting a keg in the car for some. He doesn't even realize that I just bought all these beers, and this other old guy's walking out with his he has a case of Seagram's Escapes. And he says, "Do you need help loading that into your car?" I said, "I don't know yet." And I lifted it and I could get it out of the cart, but it's still it's taller than the cart is.
Yeah, you gotta
he says, "Let me hold the cart and you hold that." So he grabbed the cart and I pulled the tub out of the cart and loaded it in the back of my Pathfinder, and I handed the guy 2 beers off the top, just because for being a cool old guy and helping me out.
That's funny.
And I just here you go, dude.
Here's a couple.
Just the cool. I'm just the coolest guy in the world at this point. Yeah. So I get home and I call Brooke down because Brooke didn't have any idea I did that. Yeah. Hey Brooke, I got all this for $30. She's like, oh my goodness, and we're going through it and taking them all out of the tub, lining them up, making rows of 10. I had 118 beers. minus the 2 that I gave the dude. Yeah. So I had 120 beers.
75 cents each.
Yeah, they were all marked at 75 cents each. Which you do the math, that comes out to be $84 or something. I can't remember what it was, but it was 80 something bucks. I paid 25.4 cents a piece. And so a majority of them is this New Trail Brewing Crisp Lager. Yes. Proudly brewed in Williamsport, PA.
I've never heard of this.
And this is just a random extra beer review because we were going to drink another beer later on. Oh, but it's mostly these. There's some Natty Lights in there, and the cool new cans that are throwback cans. And a couple Molsons, a couple Labatt Lights, and there's these Coors Edge non-alcoholic brew. And I had so I had one on that whatever day. I think it was Thursday. I did this. It's like a. Do you ever have those bubbly waters? Just a fizzy water. It's like a beer flavored fizzy water. It's not terrible.
I had a non-alcoholic beer and it tastes just like beer to me. I
had
it at a gig that I drove to, a concert, and I'm like,
it definitely does not taste like a beer, but it's not terrible. What I'll probably end up doing is just mixing the the non-alcoholics, like to fill up. Usually, like those
Dump a shot in it. That's what Goldschlager's for.
The big like frosty, like the 23-ounce mugs.
Yeah,
that's about 2.5 beers, I think. Well, no, it's 2 beers, dumbass. It's 2 beers. So I can put like a natty light and a non-alcoholic in it, and give it to somebody and say like, "Oh, this is a good one," and then it's not. But basically, I did really well.
Yeah, that's
I know I'm not going to drink all these.
No,
but I'll make friends with the hockey rink.
$30 though for 118 beers.
Pretty good beer day at the Schultz house. We're in kind of a beer glut right now.
Yeah.
It's going to be a while before I have to spend any money on beer. But this crisp lager, what do you think so far?
I like it. Well, it's about done. I'm down at the bottom. I mean, it's it's just
really easy drinking beer.
No frills.
It's
a college party crushing.
It's a good, it's
beer.
an easy drinking beer. And if you're just like buying craft brew beers,
yeah,
I don't know.
I like it.
It's good beer.
Yeah, the price was right.
Price was right, baby.
Okay, so I'm going to go into some video game stuff. Have you happened for any reason seen the ad for this game called Goat Simulator 3?
Yes.
You have? Okay,
Yeah.
So you know what I'm talking about. Because I saw it, and I jumped to conclusions like, Goat Simulator? Because I think them Farm Simulator or the amusement park simulators, I'm like, what? I'm sorry, that seems weird. Like, how's that enjoying? And I saw Goat Simulator, but I did look on. I'm like, I got to see how bad this is. And it actually, it's kind of funny, right? I don't know if I'd want to play it, but I was looking at the videos. You're a goat on this super cartoony open world, and you're not simulating anything. You just run around and bite people and kick people and shit. And there's the videos I saw, there's a goat on stilts. There was a shark riding around on a skateboard that you attack people. You play as a goat and you can just ram shit, and it'll, like, you ram a truck and it'll explode. It's just super cartoony.
You know a lot more about this than I do.
Yeah,
I knew it existed. I watched
a couple videos on YouTube, and I was almost like, okay, it could be like
just a brain vacation.
Yeah, exactly. Just a something good to play between halftime during football games, or like hockey between periods. You just get on for like 15, 20 minutes and kill time. I just had to bring it up because I saw Goat Simulator 3, and I thought that was stupid, and it probably is.
It sounds stupid.
But at least funny stupid.
Yeah.
I have an idea of I want Cartel Simulator, and it's exactly what it is. You just do exactly what you do at a farm, but you're just making a drug cartel. You got to get land. Instead of buying shit, you just kill and claim it. You could do it like in the 80s down in Ecuador. You just get your area, and you got to raise all your fucking weed or coke plants, and you got to, you got all these other cartels you have to try to wipe out and fight for and shit, and exactly the same thing, but doing a drug empire instead. At least it's a little more manly.
You would think that would exist, but I'd never heard of it.
Yeah. The last week I was watching, I've been kind of going back through and watching on YouTube some Robin Williams stand-up.
Yeah.
And he is so funny, but you have to be in like a super focused mindset because he just fires off.
Yeah.
One sentence, he'll have 3 quick jokes. It's just, with him, it's so rapid fire that I was actually on YouTube. I had to go into settings and slow it down sometimes. People were always like, yeah, because he was so coked out. And I mean, maybe, but he was just like that. His brain was like, his thinking was just so fast.
Brooke watched a documentary about him not too long ago. I don't know what it was on, like Paramount or...
There's quite a few.
Like, when he committed suicide, and he didn't do it out of, like, depression. He had some kind of, like, dementia.
Maybe.
That he was so... So she watched it. I didn't watch it, and she told me about it. She said it was really good. But honestly, it just seemed too sad. Like, it was one of those things
I do know he struggled with alcoholism and some depression. Basically, every great rock star or comedian, anyone that, like, seems to succeed in the entertainment business... It almost seems like you can't succeed if you're not fueled by something. But a lot of it's probably not that bad,
It was like he had some form of dementia that he was so, like, his mind would race or something. I don't remember what it was, but it was something like he killed himself because he, like, was just so tired or something. Like, I don't
honestly
know.
That might explain it. Like his brain probably just. I mean, watch his shit. Like I said, a lot of it, it's funny, but sometimes you can't. Like it's hard to keep up with him. I watched him and this guy do this interview. man, I should have wrote that on here because the interview is hilarious, but it is just like it's fast, and I can kind of understand that. Like, did you just watch him live and you think like maybe he's aging, but his brain won't fucking slow down. Maybe he's just like, I can't relax. I just want to chill for a few hours, and maybe it's just like literally like I can't take this anymore. That's almost understandable because I.
Not something I deal with. Not
yeah,
something I have.
It made us laugh for all these years. The one weird thing is, weirdly, I don't care for most of his movies. A lot of them I just haven't watched. There's a lot of, the only movies I know of him, like, Hook. There's
Mist Doubtfire.
Oh, actually,
you write them down.
Jumanji. I liked Patch Adams.
Patch Adams is a good movie. Flubber.
I don't even Good Morning Vietnam. I don't even know if I cared
it.
for it that much. I don't think I've ever watched it all. I can't think of.
My one doctor, who I never asked him about this, but somebody told me, he knew the real Patch Adams. He worked with. Yeah, and I want to ask him, and honestly, I haven't thought about it. Somebody told me that, and I see the guy every day, and I just always forget to ask him. But he apparently he knew the real Patch Adams and Patch Adams' wife. Interesting.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
I need to get the story.
I don't remember.
He told me another story.
From.
This doctor told me he went to, I don't remember where he went to school, but it was Bucknell or he went to a big school.
Good one.
Yeah, he the local bar. It was at the time Budweiser. Everyone drank Budweiser, not Bud Light, Budweiser.
Yeah, back when they had basic beers and you just.
And the Budweiser guy came in the bar to do their shipments, and basically the rule for a Budweiser salesman was if you go into a bar and somebody's drinking a Budweiser, you buy them their next round. That's just the way it goes. That's just the way it was. You walk into the bar, I'm drinking Budweiser. You're the Budweiser guy. Hey, get this guy a beer token. Next Budweiser's on Budweiser, basically. So the Budweiser guy buys this local the next round, and the local goes out to the car when the Budweiser salesman leaves, and he robbed the Budweiser salesman. And so the Budweiser salesman went back into the bar and said, "Hey, this guy just robbed me." And the bartender said, "Oh, that's, John Smith. He lives on this road. He's here all the time." And the Budweiser salesman found this guy and cut his hands off.
Whoa. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, fucking justice. He ain't robbing anyone or drinking another Budweiser again.
And the guy was always the local bar's Budweiser guy. It's not like he got assigned a new route or anything. He still was that guy, and nothing ever happened to the Budweiser salesman. Nothing ever happened to the bar, and that guy was hard to drink a beer with no hands.
Yep. Good. Fuck them.
Yeah.
You just throw the hands in the garbage and burn it, You're good to go.
Yeah.
I like burning trash.
Nah. Dude, I have a big pile of wood. I've been trimming all the trees and stuff, and I have so much tree stuff to burn. So one of these days here, there's going to be a big humdinger down there.
We'll wait till the weather gets a little nicer, and then...
It's all got to dry out still, too.
Maybe around March 26th.
Maybe around Brooke's birthday
Wait
time.
till all the leaves in the woods are dry, so there's a chance of maybe a fire. If if it gets out of control.
That'd be great.
You got to have that little extra thrill to it.
That'd be great, yeah.
I did that at my house. I bought my house, and it was about this time of year, towards the end of the winter when everything was still dead and kind of dry. Yeah, because I didn't have a fire pit. I was just kind of burning on the ground, thinking nothing of it. And I walked back into the house to get some shit, and I came out, and it was just growing outwards. That grass just, not on fire, but just smoldering, but just spreading as fast as I could spread it. So there was I'd say at least 20-foot radius, probably more 30-foot radius, that it was just growing out. It happens sometimes.
They did it up at our camp. Well, up at our used-to-be camp. I wasn't there this weekend, but would go up there and trim all the trees and stuff and start, burn all the trimmings. And the one week, my dad, my brothers, my uncle, my cousin, and my cousin's one buddy, Leon, who I haven't met, but everyone says he's like a super funny dude.
And with that name, he's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, he's like a big black guy, I guess. I haven't met him, but everyone said he's like the funniest dude. And my cousin was saying he was real nervous about coming up north. He's like, he says that Leon was saying like, my people don't do well up here. We're not like looked kindly on up here. Like, and Chris was all like, oh no, it's cool. And they started a fire up at camp, and it got out of hand. And Fred had his side by side, and he's trying to like make like fire break lines in the field, like trying to like turn up ruts and stuff so the fire doesn't travel. But they had to call the fire department. They had the fire department up there, and they said it was like it really got out of hand. They burnt like a lot of a field down, and at one point, Leon came out from like behind people. He goes up behind one of the fire department guys, and he says, I was white when I came here.
That's funny.
It was really freaking funny. I wasn't like, it's a funny third-hand story. Like to have been there when he actually did it would have been, oh man, that would be classic comedy.
That would be gold.
Really funny
That's
stuff.
Funny.
Never met this guy, but he seems like a really, really funny dude. This has nothing to do with anything. But you remember when Michael Richards, the guy from Seinfeld, like he said something racist at like a comedy show?
Yeah, he's in a comedy club, or I think he was doing stand-up.
Yeah, he was, and like I didn't know. Honestly, I was kind of young when it happened. I didn't know what happened, and I didn't know if it was like out of context or something. Like, oh, maybe it was just a joke that didn't land or something. Like, I didn't know anything about it. I just kind of assumed. Like,
I still really don't. I think it was just straight up racist.
Yeah, it was straight up racist.
Yeah, I don't think it was part of the.
It wasn't that long ago. I looked it up online to see what it was, and it was like, holy crap, man! Like, you have some demons. This is like, you're not being funny, and you'd have to know like immediately, like, oh no, I just threw my career away.
I think he was like yelling into the audience then.
Yeah,
there might have been something going on. And a lot of times it's like it might not even be that he's racist, but when you're angry, and in that instance he definitely was. Like
he definitely dropped N-bombs. It wasn't like he said something that was like, oh, that's a little bit on the line. Like, no, he was saying the N-word angrily. Like, it was not it was not joke making. It was like, dang, dude.
That's how you end up on South Park.
Does it have to do with anything? Are you just changing the subject? Oh, nachos is.
How bad it is.
Oh, so anyhow.
We were in the break room and the mushroom mines where I worked, and I don't know what my boss was eating cheese, I guess, and my coworker beside him goes, "Don't eat that." My boss is like, "Why?" He's like, "That's nacho cheese." That's what he was eating, Doritos and nacho cheese, I guess.
Did you watch the new Beavis and Butthead episodes?
No, I did. Actually, maybe tonight I will.
They're pretty good.
Well, no, I did. Well, because the season started a while ago, and I watched like the first two.
I will gladly watch some tonight here. Like if you wanted to watch them, like
I didn't. No, I'm going to. Did you watch? This is on my notes. Did you watch the NHL All-Star stuff this year?
Absolutely not.
Oh my goodness, it's just so forced and cringeworthy that it's hard. Like they don't. Well, I tried watching some of the skills competition. I used to like it when they
that's how I feel too.
But
like
it used to be actually like trying to do the skill. Now it's like, oh, what kind of mask can I wear and what can I?
Well, like everything's like a joke, and they don't take it serious at all. And you can tell that the NHL is just trying to force personality to get viewers, and it's just bad. Like it's they had some cool stuff I like. You'll have to look online. They have a golfing thing they did.
I heard about that.
The dunk contest was at least different, but just they're trying to be funny. And the Kevin Weeks wearing a dreamsicle orange blazer, just that little thing. Like, oh, a bright orange blazer. That's what's going to lure people. When out of touch old people trying to be cool for younger kids, it never works. Nope. It never works. And that's what the NHL, to me, it was just, guys, just stop. It's just, you're just embarrassing
When they
yourselves.
were doing like saucer passes in the Bellagio fountains in Vegas, like, you guys, like, just accept that you're not going to be cool. Just don't do this.
It reminds me of Date Mike on The Office. He just, when he gets in that mode and just tries too hard, that's what it is, guys. Like, I know, I get you're lagging behind in, revenue and ratings, but you're just...
This isn't how to do it.
It's just off-putting.
Nobody's like, I don't know, maybe it does attract fans, But it doesn't, like, I don't know.
The best part of the whole thing, though, was, so they had a hockey golf thing, which was actually kind of entertaining. But the funny thing is, the winner of that, an NHL star, got free Chipotle for a year.
Like
what a silly prize. Yeah. But also, he's like, free Chipotle.
Yeah, I'd be happy to have free Chipotle.
See, that'd be useless if it was like Crosby and they couldn't even walk into one of those without getting, like a mega star. But like the lower, your average NHLer, nobody's gonna know who the hell they are.
I don't know. Do you think I bet you if Sidney Crosby's in Atlanta, Georgia, he goes completely unnoticed.
Probably.
I'll bet you nobody cares.
Yeah, probably around, a lot of places. I'm sure they still does.
In Pittsburgh, of course.
Yeah.
Something like a big hockey. You go to any hockey town, of course you're going to get noticed.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I'll bet you most places, it's not like it's LeBron James walking into somewhere.
No,
Mahomes
that's what I mean.
Walking into somewhere, like somebody who's actually legit.
That would be hilarious.
Famous. Yeah.
You go into a fucking Chipotle and there's Michael Jordan just sitting there. It's like, but at the same time, I can understand, like, hey, if it's good, it's good.
Yeah.
Just because you're a superstar, don't mean superstars, I'm sure, still go to Taco Bell sometimes. I mean,
heck yeah.
Yeah,
We're superstar podcasters, and I go to Taco Bell.
Well, let's go to a commercial break here. But before we do, I want to. Speaking of ads, did you see there was a funny Pringles ad, because I rarely see it, was during the Penguins games, that there's a kid eating hot Pringles at a table with an old man, and the kid says to the old man, he's like, "Mr. Donalds, your daughter is an amazing kisser."
Oh, yeah.
And it gets weird, and then the narrator says, "Crave the uncomfortable with the new super hot Pringles." I did laugh at that.
That was a funny commercial.
Yeah, I laughed at that. I was like, that's a good ad. But not as good as these
good
ads.
as whoever our sponsor is.
Yeah. All right.
G'day, mates. This is your good bloke, Claude Kupka, with a very important question for you. Are your undies routinely chockers full of sweat and body fluids? If so, then it's nothing to whinge about. It's hotter than Satan's armpit out here in the outback, and if I'm wearing subpar undies, then my fanny's waterlogged by brekkie. That's why I wear my ripper of a new product, down underwear. Not your standard underbreeches. Down underwear are made from 100% fair dinkum koala hide. Now, I know what you're thinking. Koalas are cute and cuddly, but they're also extremely moisture absorbent to draw in every ounce of water it can to survive in the harsh, arid climate of inner Australia, making koala hide the perfect material to soak up that slab of beer you guzzled last night at the pub. And they also have a roo pouch built right into the front for extra storage for a coldie. Down underwear are also available in every size and style, and their performance is guaranteed to be the best bloody undies you ever wore or your money back. So don't be the bogan with the Bobby in his crotch, and give the flies and mozzies the Aussie salute, and go get yourself some down underwear today, or else you'll just be another bludgeon left whoop whoop in a billabong of shame. Are you landlubbers craving a delicious pizza with an open ocean twist? Well, then don't be a barnacle and sail on over to Pirate Joe's Pizza and hop on board to plunder from our amazing menu. 'Cause here at Pirate Joe's, you'll feast like a captain with our exclusive toppings, such as fresh fried flounder, tasty sea turtle eggs, marinated manta ray, succulent seahorse, decadent dolphin tail, scrumptious seal loins, and so much more. All on our award-winning crustacean crust and smothered in the freshest sea cow cheese on the high seas. Or, if you're not in the mood for pizza, then you can fill your chest with other treats like seasoned gull wings or a hearty manatee T-bone. Or try our killer whale wrap and urchin chowder. Our menu is as deep and bountiful as the hull of a mighty galleon, and guaranteed to satisfy your insatiable appetites, or Pirate Joe himself will walk the plank. And don't forget, our fully stocked bar has enough mead and rum to make any seasoned sailor seasick. Pirate Joe's has been voted the best pizza joint for 7 straight years, so other pizza joints can blow it out their blowholes. Don't waste your doubloons anywhere else, and find your Pirate Joe's Pizza within the nearest nautical miles for the #1 dining experience for you, your wench of choice, and the little buccaneers today. Pirate Joe's Pizza. We're fun. We're filling. We're by far the best.
All right.
And we're
Second
back.
half. Let's see here. All I have is just a bunch of random notes scattered through. I have some silly news articles.
Okay.
I don't know how true a lot of these are. Nowadays, it's hard to tell what's real news and what's fake. But so what I seen on the interweb was the article read, man who spent $15,000 to become a dog worried his friends think he's weird. And, of course, there's a video, and there's a guy in a dog suit. And I don't know if he's old. He must be an older man because he's crawling around the house on like hands and knees. It's just super slow. He's wearing a collie costume, and it's just fucking weird.
Yeah.
It's just weird, that's what he's worried about. Yeah, dude, you are fucking weird if this is true, or you, I don't know, probably just getting attention. But the funny thing about that, this wasn't even part of the article, totally unrelated. This was just like a few days later. Here's another dog wannabe, and this one was in Pittsburgh. And the article said, meet Boomer, the dog trapped in a human body. And it reads, unemployed IT technician, 47, roams Pittsburgh dressed as a canine and barks at passing cars. And I guess he eats from a dog bowl and sleeps in his doghouse.
It's just a matter of time before he comes into jail.
Oh, yeah, he might have
I'll
already.
meet him at some point.
Well, but I'm sure they're not going to bring him in his dog suit, so he might have already been through.
Dude,
and you just,
I wouldn't be
hey,
surprised.
maybe they both need neutered. If they're fucking, they want
I
to
don't
be
think
dogs.
it's going to come up.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to come up. I don't think they're going to need neutered.
Here's
I just think women will just not have sex with you.
Here's another animal news thing. This is my spirit animal. This headline said, pig in Australia steals 18 beers from campers, gets drunk, and fights cow. That's what it said.
Hey, if he did it here, I'd still have 100.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. Oh, that's funny though. Okay, this one's.
Oh, I will. Okay, go ahead.
No,
Tell me.
You better go first.
So, my brother, he has pigs, and I saw him a lot over the last couple of weeks.
I've been to his parties.
No, my other brother.
Okay.
He has pigs, and like over the
Also,
last...
none of them girls are pigs. I'm just joking.
Nah, yeah.
I'm just making a joke.
They're never gonna listen.
No.
So my brother has like not a farm, but he has a lot of farm animals, and he has 2 pigs, and he had I think he had 2 boxes of protein bars, like those I don't remember, like MedRx bar. I don't know. It was expensive, like protein bars, dropped off to his house by like Amazon, like just ordered boxes. Like he goes to the gym all the time, and he
I'm
he eats
already
protein
laughing.
bars.
I know
They're
where
like
this is
peanut
going.
butter chocolate protein bars, and he got home from work, and the pig, just ripped into the boxes, just covered in protein bar like slobber, like a ton of peanut butter chocolate. So that pig's gonna be delicious.
Well, is he planning on eating them too? That's because I'm thinking.
After that, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. I'm like, well, isn't a pig crushing protein? Like, maybe that makes the meat too tough? I don't know.
Or just give him diarrhea.
Dude, that maybe binging on it in one meal ain't great. It's just gonna go through them.
I watched a show on like a cooking show on Netflix where they were like showing how they were. It was like some really, really fancy like pig farm in Italy. And they were showing like how they grow their pigs before they butcher them, and like 2 or 3 weeks before they butcher them, they take them into this oak field, and they just like gorge themselves on acorns, and it makes for like the world's sweetest pig meat. They're butchering these pigs, and they were just slicing chunks of meat off of the pigs and eating it raw, and they were like not concerned about it, eating raw pork.
Yeah, you would think like
pork is one of those like pork's
just
like
raw-
poultry.
I do not know how that works because, I mean, you eat your steaks pretty rare. Why ain't there worms in that? And stuff,
I don't know why, but like some animals, the bacteria that grow, like certain bacteria are more susceptible to other animals, and like
even then you're still heating it too. Like a rare steak still. I mean, if that cooking it that little bit might be enough to kill. Kill you just need enough temperature to kill bacteria. Basically, eating it raw. But I don't know. Well, people eat sushi and shit. So
but that's different.
Yeah,
that like fish doesn't do that. And even at that, you still run you're never 100%.
No, there's parasites in the ocean too. So,
but and like pigs are very susceptible to that kind of stuff.
Pigs.
Like chicken, bears. There's like certain meats that you're not supposed to eat raw.
Real quick on the cooking shows. I thought that Emerald, he was like at least 40 something when I was a kid. He's still on TV and he looks the same as that.
Oh, he looks way worse.
Oh, I haven't seen. I didn't watch it. I just seen like the picture, and the picture might have been from him like a while ago. Because that's what I thought. I was like, he would have to be mid-70s at least, right? Like, does that?
I'd think so.
Yeah, I just thought like flipping through the TV the other day, and I'm like, oh, I just honestly, I'm surprised he's even still alive, or I figured he just retired.
I'm kind of sad. Like Emerald was the first celebrity chef that I remember, and I've always watched cooking shows. I've always been a cooking show guy.
The first one to be like entertaining.
That's how I remember it. I always thought he was like a Jay Leno of cooking, like just an entertaining cook, and his show was good, and like he'd always have the crowd was always into it, and I always thought Emerald's show was awesome. And now he sells his like oven on dude, NHL Network has the worst commercials. Did you get NHL Network?
No.
Dude, their commercials are like, it must cost 30 cents a minute to advertise on NHL
Maybe that's
Network.
why they're so freaking broke. That's they ain't even getting market revenue.
Although like Golf Channel has bad commercials too.
Yeah. They just need all they need is Nike. You need one or two biggies and then you're good.
Yeah, NHL Network, like, dude, some of these things it's all infomercials or like that. Do you ever see that commercial with the Nugenics?
I know I have, but I just kind of zone out.
It's on all the time. Nugenics and their man boosting formula with Testofen, our best fat shredding, fat incinerator.
All the get healthy quick scheme shit. Just this one's gonna work this time. Good luck.
Dude, I was butthurt yesterday at work. There was I don't know how it works out, but like commissary was on the pod, and somebody moved off the pod, and they had like extra commissary up there. And the commissary people, it's like a different company that runs commissary.
I don't even know what commissary means.
Commissary is like when you're in jail, you can buy like snacks.
Oh, okay.
And the
Do you get credits or something? We'd have to.
Yeah, money. People can put money on your books. Like if you were in jail,
because I
said like, hey, Paul, I'm in jail. Like, and I'd say, oh, okay, I'll put $50 on your books or whatever, and you call up to the jail. Like, I don't know. I really don't know how it works, but
I've actually put money in for people before, but I didn't know there was a term for that. I never heard it was commissary.
Commissary is what you'll buy. Like you can buy like toothpaste, some of the stuff they give you, but like
shivs.
Yeah. Playing cards you buy off commissary, like those shebang chips.
Lube.
No, they expect to get that off of us.
Yeah.
They asked me for lotion. No, dude. Anyhow, that has nothing to do with anything. Somehow they ended up with extra snacks up like on my level, and they had it was like a little sausage. The one officer was like, "Hey, do you want this sausage?" And I said, like, "You know what? Yeah, I'll take this, and we'll review it on the podcast this week."
I'm gonna say no,
and like, I'm getting to it.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna say, where is?
Later on, there's two officers on the pod. Later on, the other officer like opens it up, and he eats it in like 3 bites. And I didn't say anything because like I'm just the nurse. Like it's not it's theirs to take. Like the one officer offered it to me, and I was gonna take it later, but I wasn't gonna take it right now. And the other officer like he just downed it, and then later on he's like that officer's like, I'm really trying to eat healthy lately. I said, dude, I watched you eat a summer sausage in 3 bites, and then you're going to come over here and tell me you're trying to eat healthy. Well, I don't know. I was just kind of hungry then, but I don't do that all the time. Like, I don't know, man. I watched how you ate that thing. It seemed like you do this all the time.
Anymore, I'm like, fuck it. I learned, why pretend?
Yeah,
I like
healthy.
Shitty food.
Yeah.
I don't like exercising.
I get it, but don't tell me that. Don't tell me you're trying to, like...
Yeah.
And plus, why would I care if you're trying to eat healthy? I'm not around preaching to people to eat healthy. They, like... Everybody knows I just got 118 beers. It's not like I'm around telling people how healthy. Like,
I get that at work. It's always like, these fat guys will be like, "Oh, look, getting another, more junk food," and my answer is always, "Your wife don't care." It's always the go-to.
That's a good answer.
Oh, okay. I still got more news, and this one is going from all that to Hooters.
Okay, never been to Hooters.
And this definitely looks real from all the. I double-checked a lot on this one. So recently, a Hooters waitress got caught rubbing buffalo wing sauce in her vag and serving it to customers.
Oh.
Yes. And that's fucking real. She's like in jail now. It was like on camera and shit. What an idiot. And why not something milder like barbecue?
Yes.
I don't know I don't know, like, I didn't even like want to read anymore. On detail. There really wasn't much more detail.
Yeah, what else do you need to know?
I saw that and I'm like, I gotta mention that because that is just odd.
That's not only disgusting.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Buffalo sauce?
That sounds like that would really hurt.
That was like the other part of it. Like, huh?
Yeah.
You could use ranch?
And that would hurt. I could see, like,
maybe that's just what, in Hooters, maybe that's just mostly what they have.
And I'm not saying I could see this because I think it's normal, but I could see, like, doing that and selling, like, the wings on eBay. Because people, like, jar their fart. Like, people are into weird stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I could see, like...
Some super hot girl, whatever.
I could see somebody, like...
Most of them Hooters girls are hot, so...
I could see, like, you put this buffalo wing that you've done your special treatment to on eBay and sell them for, like, $50 a wing, and you're probably going to make that.
Yeah.
There is a depraved guy out there who's gonna spend that. But, to, like, do it as a vengeance thing...
Yeah, and I assume it's vengeance, or... I mean, it'd have to be, or else why do it?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Yeah. There's that. But this is the kind of a cool news thing.
Okay.
So, a Lego Man shaped liquid metal robot that they have melts through like a fake jail cell and reforms on the other side.
Out of Legos?
No, it's just it was shaped like a Lego Man, but they actually now somebody invented like a liquid metal like Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Now, the video though is in time elapsed. So I think it was like a very... What it did was like, it was Lego Man shaped, melted into a puddle, oozed through these little, fake jail cell, and then slowly reformed right in the exact shape of the fucking, like, metal Lego Man.
Did it form like a puddle, or was it like warm butter walking through the, like...
No, it melted down into a puddle.
Okay, and then
like
went
oozed
under,
across, then it... rose up off the ground and rose back into a solid form. I don't know if it was solid, but into a a Lego Man, which I just thought like that's pretty fucking.
That
cool.
is cool. Second Arnold reference.
So now, if you're named John or Sarah Connor,
come with me if you want to live.
Yeah, you better look out. That's the news I had.
Clearly, a shotgun was the best weapon against T2. Anytime
really?
it was.
Well, pushing them into the liquid.
Well, yeah, but that's not all.
That's not
you
a
don't
weapon.
always have a vat of molten steel, but to have the.
My counterpoint would be, I think, a flamethrower. Well, a flamethrower because you ain't gonna have a freeze gun. Flame, hot enough. I wonder if it would, if you melt them completely down, give you more time. But also, how can you run around? You can't run around with a flamethrower.
A freeze. Honestly, like
the freeze. Well, they could combine same character, Mr. Freeze, and Terminator could just... Freezinator.
Well, the thing with, like, on T2, I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast or not before. If we did, it's an old episode. Arnold had, like, a really bad lapse of reason when he shot was it T-1000?
I think Arnold was a T-100.
T-100 or T-101.
Yeah, I don't know for sure.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, but I think
it was T-1000 was the liquid.
Was the liquid one.
Yeah.
So when he was frozen in the liquid nitrogen, he was solid. And if Arnold wouldn't have shot him, he wouldn't have reconstituted so fast. And they would have had hours, if not days, to get away.
Probably more like 10 minutes, but...
No, they had more than that.
Either way.
It's going to
once you
like
shatter it, it's a bunch of small ice cube. An iceberg melts way slower than a bunch of chunks of ice.
Yeah, just not like I don't know, Arnold. I love you. I don't know how you were as a governor.
No, he's a computer chip. He's programmed to shoot. You know, at the end of the day, I mean, even the smart ones,
Yeah.
even in the future, they still have a program that
I don't know,
that a human would have been like, hey. You know,
because he knows, like, with a computer in your head, and you knew to freeze him. You knew he was freezing, and you knew this slowed him down. There's no reason to. I just don't see why there's any reason to shoot him.
He didn't have his skills honed till Batman, whatever, when he was Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
By that movie, he realized, like, oh, I can just freeze shit and not do anything.
And I'm not giving you that because he was switched on to learn mode.
Yeah, true.
So
yeah, you're right.
he should have. And there's no way he doesn't sense temperature changes. There's no way. If he looks at you with his like red eye, he can see what your body temperature
his infrared or whatever. Yeah.
There's no way he doesn't know this. Oh, this Terminator usually
thermal
is 100
vision.
degree. Yeah, this Terminator usually operates at room temperature, and now this guy's like negative 30 Fahrenheit.
He'd be glowing blue.
Yeah,
Like, just fucking leave.
just like Predator.
Yeah.
Now, if he was covered in mud, then I could say, you know what, maybe.
I love them movies. All right, so we're gonna go on to one of our songs here, but before I get into that,
Yeah.
how stupid was that Ailstorm song that I sent you?
Oh,
Was it
my
called
goodness.
Cannonball? I think.
Uh,
The one funny thing is, this is their 7th album,
wow.
and the album's called Seventh Rum of a Seventh Rum, which is honestly that's a funny
Seventh
spoof
son of a seventh.
of my Iron Maiden album. But how do you do 7 albums of pirate songs?
Yeah.
Dude, that's like 80 or 90 fucking songs all about pirates. Honestly, it's funny to an extent. I get the point of the band, it's, you're the guys, hey, let's put on this pirate drinking stuff, and for like 3-4 songs, all right. But how do you have a career based on it? That's what's just silly to me.
You're always going to be an opening act, or at least you always should be. I have no idea. Maybe they make a ton of money in Sweden. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know how that
really,
works.
really stupid stuff. Funny, yeah. But honestly, like, that song was funny for 2 minutes.
Yeah, and it was just stupid and vulgar. I think they were already scraping the barrel a while ago.
Even like,
And they're clawing through the barrel.
Even the Steel Panther is a novelty act.
Oh yeah, but they're like a novelty act of their novelty. By
But
now.
I think you don't think Ailstorm is in the same vein as Steel Panther as a novelty act?
Basically, like, they're just guys. It was funny for a while, but
Yes.
yeah,
It's about time. It's about
It
time.
was
to,
funny. It
yeah.
was funny. It's just maybe do something else for a little bit. Take a break.
It's about time to wrap it up.
Yeah.
But also, you know what? If you're still making $60K a year,
Oh yeah. I mean,
Why
if it still
not?
sells, I mean, if you're having what? Yeah. I mean, there's
Yeah.
a reason they do it. It's just I'm saying because they're not as clever as us and as
Yeah.
good as this song. Piss Out the Demons.
oh yeah. So
Yeah.
Piss Out the Demons. Brooke wrote the song, and that's something that that's a term that Brooke says when we're golfing, and between like holes 9 after 9 before 10, she always says, "I'm gonna go piss out the demons," and she'll go to the bathroom,
Yeah.
and that's like, going to reset her for the back 9.
Piss Out the Demons mean basically pissing out the bad shots.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
This round, I'm gonna hit better.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go piss out the demons. Although I think she usually says pee out the demons. I don't know, but whatever.
Yeah,
Piss out the
that ain't
demons.
rock and roll. You gotta say
It's
piss out.
a Brooks song. It came out pretty good though.
Yeah, I
thought.
like it. This is Piss Out the Demons
It's a
from
goofy
Liquor and
song.
Poker. Way better than Ailstorm. Actually, don't hold me to that, but
Okay, oopie doopie, everybody. Right, we're done.
Yeah,
That's
we're
it. Okay, Travis Jack. I didn't say his name yet. I don't think. Travis Jack, Zach Boda. That's it.
Leonard Nimoy,
Leonard Nimoy.
Robin Williams.
Piss out the demons and raise up the flag. Throw out my playboys where all the tits sag. Quit snorting cocaine, church just ain't for wine. No more forging checks or stilling moonshine. My papa once told me, son, it's a damn shame. There's no perks with perkies, get out of that game. No more stealing pennies, no more mushroom trips. Get your life together, stop getting fucking lit. My wife, I ain't got one, use bread as my bun. Sleep down in the shelter and life sure ain't no fun. The track mark's still bleeding, cut down to the core. Using and abusing the needles once more. My papa once told me, son, it's a damn shame. There's no perks with perkies, get out of that game. No more stealing pennies, no more mushroom trips. Get your life together, stop getting fucking lit. A broken home I created, a broken heart once more. That high, it ain't worth it, big world to explore. Lose myself in the mountains, free my soul, find my mind. Climb high to the peaks, leave my sorrow behind. Feel the wind, feel the sun, turn my back on the streets. That life wasn't no fun, God soon was to meet. Choose one IBA and our 10 natty lights. Turn down that good Molly, it ain't worth the fight. My papa once told me, son, it's a damn shame. There's no perks with the perkies, get out of that game. No more stealing pennies, no more mushroom trips. Get your life together, stop getting fucking lit. My papa can blame me, I know I'm a shame. There's no perks with perkies, I'm out of the game. No more felonies, no more getting tripped. Get my life together and stop getting lit. Get my life together and stop getting lit. Get my life together, well, maybe one more hit. Maybe one more hit. Ooh. Piss out demons.